is not just a celebration. It is a momentous appreciation of the female judges who defied all odds to study and practice law when their presence in the profession was questioned, their competence doubted sometimes, and their ambitions misunderstood. This book is not simply about biographies of female judges. It is a compendium of courage, intellect, grit, and mentorship.
I'm deeply honored to be here today to receive the African Women in Law Award. I thank the Institute for African Women in Law for this recognition. Prof, I'll always be thankful for finding my back and seeing my back for me and telling my story. Thank you very much.
Today, we gather not merely to celebrate a book, but to honor the voices, journeys, and transformative impact of African women who have shaped the very foundations of justice across our continent. This launch represents more than an academic milestone. It is a testament to the power of narrative in documenting legal history and inspiring future generations. But this book arrives at a crucial moment for Kenya's legal profession. While we've achieved a remarkable numerical representation, women now comprise roughly 40% of Kenya's judiciary in our 3 superior courts. And clearly, challenges remain in achieving meaningful equality.
I'm grateful to the Institute. Professor, I'm most grateful that I have been given this honor. I have only one message in the 2 minutes. There are so many young women sitting here today. And what the message that I have for all of you is, I have walked a long journey, beginning from DM2 professional. It had to be DM2 because there were lay magistrates. From DM2 professional to an international judge. So it is possible, it is doable, but as you walk that journey, honesty, transparency, so important.
Storytelling as Judicial Freedom. The title was chosen selectively. In writing this book, I didn't write it just from the perspective of telling stories under a tree, which is great. We do that in Africa. We are storytellers. It's part of our indigenous knowledge systems. But I wrote it as an academic. I grounded it in theory. I grounded it in methodology. I grounded it in strong argumentation. And I provided empirical evidence to back the assertions. Because it seeks, from a very strong academic perspective, to stop the silence and erasure of African women, their power, their resistance, their resilience, their contributions.
May I take this opportunity to thank you all for turning up, to honor us for having the courage to bear ourselves in that book. This is a country that has given me space to thrive, to fall, to rise, to cry, to be myself, to laugh. It has given me that opportunity.
Professor Dawuni's use of storytelling as a methodology is a radical act of reclaiming African narratives, a tradition rooted in Sankofa, retrieving the past to inform the future. And that is what this book does. This symbol reminds us to look back at the impact of these women to inspire us of the future.
I am really overjoyed to be here this evening. This is indeed a great honor. Reflecting on my story, I realized that I had a great opportunity for education and even to get into my chosen career because my father was impacted by a woman. The woman, Joan Okudo, was the first graduate in my village. Joan Okudo did not talk to my father about girl child education, but it was her conduct, how she behaved as a result of that education that she had received. That is what inspired my father and other people in the village. And that is why my father said, my daughter must go to school, she must have a good education. That is why she decided to empower me.
Today we recognize that the personal narratives of women in the judiciary are not mere footnotes in the legal history. Rather, they are central to the broader narrative of judicial freedom, resilience, and transformation across Africa. You don't know how these stories encouraged me and emboldened me to face every day with courage. Allow me to return to the poetic question that frames this book. Who will sing their songs? Tonight we all will. We sing the songs of Effie Owuor, Joyce Aluoch, Nancy Baraza, Hannah Okwengu, and all the African women judges whose melodies of justice and hope grace this anthology.
It has been an absolute honor, a very moving experience to be part of this book launch. I'm very excited to order the book and read it and devour it chapter by chapter, story by story. I leave motivated, I leave inspired, and congratulations to Professor Jarpa Dawuni for this wonderful achievement. And thank you to all of the wonderful, inspiring women who light the path.
My view on women judges and leadership in the judiciary is, quite frankly, there's one word for it: inspirational. It's fantastic to hear about it and get to know more about it. It is definitely the future. It surely is the way forward.
These women are trailblazers. They've opened the door for many of us, whether we are practitioners or judges. And just listening to their stories is a testimony that even the young girls in the village, even the young girls in the city have valid dreams.